Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 simple dinner ideas, and they all have chicken in it. These are 3 of the meals that you guys asked to see the recipes for, and I thought they were great because they are great go-to dinner ideas. The first one is the Southwest Chicken Alfredo dish, and this is such a good comfort food and the kids love it as well. For this meal, you will need 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and what I do is I usually get the tenderloins, so they're easy because you have to cut them into cubes anyways. I'm probably gonna use 1.5 of this, so I know this is probably 2 chicken breasts, but since there's 5 of us, I'm gonna do another half of this as well. 2 teaspoons of minced garlic, salt and pepper to taste, and usually when it says salt and pepper to taste, I use these grinding kind because I think that they're a little bit better. You need 1.5 cups of heavy cream. You need 1 cup of low sodium chicken broth. You need 8 ounces of penne pasta. You need 1 package of taco seasoning. You need a half can of corn, a half a can of diced tomatoes, and a half a can of black beans. And if you're wondering what I do with the rest of this, I usually just mix it all together and feed it to Piper. You need a half cup of Parmesan cheese. If you can splurge and go for this freshly grated kind, that's good too, but since we had this, I'm just gonna use this. And last, some cilantro. I know a lot of people don't love cilantro, so you can skip this. It's really just like a garnish for the end of the pasta dish. All right, you're gonna pour your 2 tablespoons of olive oil into a pan, and then brown your chicken. I'm gonna do this one-handed. Come on. Now 2 teaspoons of the garlic go in, and then you cook that just for a few minutes. Now this is the cream, the chicken broth, and the taco seasoning. I just kind of put it all in this one bowl. I'm gonna pour it in, and then stir that up, and then just do a little bit of salt and pepper to taste and stir that up as well. Then you're gonna pour in your pasta, and then you're gonna bring it to a light boil and mix it in. Once it's boiling, you're gonna pour in half a can of corn, half a can of your tomatoes, half a can of beans, and you're gonna stir that. I mixed it up so that most of the noodles were under the liquid because they have to cook still. But you're gonna put a top on it and you're gonna cook it, like simmer it / boil it for 20 minutes or until the pasta is cooked the way you like it. Once it's the way that you like the pasta, you're just gonna add your Parmesan cheese, mix that in and serve it. And then you can add your cilantro if you want on top of that. And there you have it, not too spicy, and it definitely has vegetables and protein and a grain as well, so it is a all-around good meal. This next dinner idea is the chicken lettuce wraps, and this is actually a meal that Chris and I have made over time. We found a recipe a long time ago, but then we've kind of made it our own, so we don't really have measurements for this meal, so I hope that I can explain it well. These are the ingredients that you need. You need honey, you need soy sauce, you need ginger paste, you need onion, you need bell peppers, you need garlic, you need some sort of nuts, you need extra virgin olive oil, you need chicken, and I actually went ahead and diced up the chicken and cooked it already the night before, and then you need a head of lettuce. So the first thing that you do is you just want to saute the bell peppers and the onions. We made this super easy by getting the pre-cut ones, and then you add your chicken. If you need to cook your chicken with it as well, that's fine too. So here you can just watch of the amounts that we use of the ingredients. Like I said, I don't really have the amount, but you can also just add all of these ingredients for the sauce, and then just taste the sauce and see what you think it needs more of. Does it need more honey? Does it need more ginger? Does it need less soy sauce? And then you can make your own sauce there, because that's basically all you're doing. So once your sauce is done, you pour it into the pan, you mix all of that up, and then once it's all mixed up and heated through, it's good to have the sauce simmer a little bit after it's boiled so that the sauce thickens up a little bit, and then you add your nuts. You don't really have to do the peanuts or anything, but it's definitely really good. Then you just take a little piece of the lettuce off of the head and you make a lettuce wrap, kind of like a little taco. The next meal is the chicken piccata, and this is one of our family favorites. You are gonna need some boneless, skinless chicken cutlets, and you wanna make sure they're thin sliced. If they're not, then you need to pound them out and get them really thin. You need 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese, a 1/3 cup of flour, some salt and pepper, 4 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 4 tablespoons of butter, 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, 1 cup of chicken broth, 6 tablespoons of lemon juice, a 1/4 cup of capers, and then we like to put ours over spaghetti. So the first thing you want to do is boil a pot of water for your spaghetti noodles, or you can put it over rice or just eat it plain. So this is optional depending on if you're gonna do the noodles or not. In a bowl, you're gonna mix a 1/3 cup of your flour, about 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. Just eyeball it. This is really just to, that's a little more than 2 tablespoons, but this is really just to coat your chicken, so it's not that big of a deal. And then I'm gonna crush some pepper and some salt in there as well. I'm not gonna film this because it gets pretty messy and I'm trying to make this a short video, but basically what I'm gonna do is I'm going to open this up and I'm going to rinse the chicken in water and coat it in this flour and then put it on a plate on the side. So I just wanna coat all of these in this mixture, but I wanna wet it first so that the flour sticks to it. So there you have it, and now I am heating up the 4 tablespoons of olive oil. My water is still trying to boil. It takes forever to boil. And then I'm gonna add the 4 tablespoons of butter. This is so hard to do one-handed. Probably should have got the tripod out. This is gonna melt down, and then I'm gonna add the chicken to that to cook it. All right, so I have been cooking the chicken in the olive oil and the butter, and I'm sad because the breading got stuck to the bottom. And so there's like no breading right there. Anyways, I cooked it, and not any right there. I cooked it like 4 or 5 minutes on each side, and I think it is almost done. And once it's done, we're just going to take the chicken out of the pan, but leave everything else in there. I'm so sad about my breading. All right, the chicken is out on the plate. You're not gonna wanna clean out your pan. You're gonna add your cup of chicken stock or chicken broth, garlic, your lemon juice, and your capers. And you're gonna mix all of that up. Get all those flavors in together. And then you're gonna put it on high till it boils. And then once it boils, you're gonna simmer it so that the sauce thickens up a little bit. Then you put the pasta down, the chicken on top of that, and you pour the sauce over it. I hope you guys get a chance to try these meals. If you do, don't forget to tag me on all of my social medias and show me pictures. Give the video a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.